After my marriage ended, I made mistakes that costed me years of healing. Today, I'm sharing what I wish someone had told me before I started over. The day my marriage ended, I thought I was finally free. But what no one told me was that starting over isn't just about leaving, it is about rebuilding. And that part, no one prepares you for it. If you are navigating life after your marriage has broken down, I want you to know you are not alone. Today, I am sharing 5 things no one tells you about starting over after divorce. Let's get into it. Number 1, healing isn't linear and you would have setbacks. A lot of people assume that once you leave, healing is a straight path forward, but it is not. Some days you'll feel empowered and unstoppable. Other days you'll wonder if you made the right choice. You'll feel the weight of loneliness or even experience guilt for leaving. At least I personally went through all of these emotions I have just described. Healing comes in waves and that's okay. The key here is to keep moving forward even on the hardest days. Because every step, no matter how small, it is still progress and it adds up on your healing journey. So even on the hardest days, don't stay stuck. Keep moving. No matter how small the step that you're taking today towards your healing, it is definitely going to add up. The second thing no one tells you about starting life after a divorce, it is that you will grieve the life you thought you would have. Even if the marriage was toxic, you are still letting go of the dream. The idea of what you thought your life would look like, that picture in your head, the happy family, growing old together. Honestly, it is very hard to accept that things won't happen the way you once imagined. And no one talks about the grief that comes with this. The hardest part of living isn't always living. It is mourning what could have been that will no longer be. But here's what I've learned on this journey. Grieve if you need to, but don't stay stuck there because your new beginning is waiting. Number 3, people will have opinions. Ignore them. Oh, trust me, people will have opinions. Some will be cheering you on, others not so much. And the worst part of all of this, I'm sorry to break it to you, is that it is often the people you thought would support you that end up questioning and judging you the most. Sad reality, you hear funny things like, did you try enough? Or maybe you should just forgive and go back. No marriage is perfect. Or something like, now that you're out, who are you now going to be with? But here's the truth, they don't live your life. They don't wear the shoes. They don't know where it hurts. You do. You don't need everyone's opinion to rebuild a life that makes you happy. So, do you. My personal experience was that people that I was expecting to support me, to rally around me, were the ones who started to question my decision and suggesting that I go back, or that maybe I didn't push enough, maybe I didn't try enough, maybe I didn't listen, maybe I wasn't this person enough. At the end of the day, I said to myself, they don't wear my shoes. They weren't living my life. So they don't know where the shoes were hurting. And with that, I decided to ignore naysayers. I decided to ignore every single thing that they were saying. Because at the end of the day, I am the one who is living the life. I am the one who is wearing the shoes, and I'm the one who can tell where it exactly pinches me. And the truth is, you don't need everybody's approval to build a life that makes you happy. So do you. Number 4, rediscovering yourself can feel overwhelming. For so long, I identified as someone's wife. Now I have to figure out who I was or who I am outside of that role and label. And let me tell you, that journey, it was both exciting and terrifying. I started asking myself questions like, what do you like? What makes you happy? Tell us, who are you when all of these accolades and labels is stripped off of you? What are the things that you enjoy doing as a person, not as somebody who is in a relationship or somebody who is somebody's mother? What dreams of yours did you bury in that marriage in order to make the marriage work? It's a whole lot. But if you're currently feeling lost, know this. You are not lost. You are just becoming. If you're currently in the place where you're trying to rediscover yourself, your passion, the things you love, the things you enjoy, and just generally finding you, I would include a link in the description box for the journaling questions that helped me during my own process. I genuinely hope that you find it useful. Quick tip for rediscovering things that you love or things that you enjoy doing. Don't box yourself into specific things. Try as many things as possible and see how you feel about these things. When I was going through this journey, I tried from painting to pottery to just meeting new people and having discussions with people, and I eventually found the things that I enjoy doing. So pick at least 5 different things to try out and see how you feel about them. Based on how you feel about them, then commit to doing them for longer so that you can grow your interest, and maybe if you're interested in doing them expertly or at a professional level, you can then grow that knowledge or the skill in that particular endeavor. For example, if you've tried tennis playing or you tried ballet and you realize that you enjoy it and you want to do it professionally, it will be a good time for you to invest more time into it. But try them out first. There are so many new experiences you can try out. Their taster sessions. With these taster sessions, you are able to decide whether you want to continue or you want to stop with that particular experience. I'm going to put some links in this video so that you can go and have a look and see different things you can try out the taster sessions, so that it will help you make a decision whether you want to continue or not. The 5th thing that no one tells you about starting over after divorce is that happiness will not magically reappear. You would have to create it. Let's be honest, being divorced or living a marriage doesn't magically make your life better. Yes, you left the pain, you left the abuse, you left the toxicity behind. But then now, you will still have to build the life that you actually want. And this time, from scratch. This will definitely involve a lot of healing, setting boundaries, working on your mindset, and ultimately finding joy again. And this all takes work, a lot of work. But here is the good news. You are in full control now. You get to decide what happiness, joy, and thriving ultimately looks like for you. And that's powerful, especially for someone coming from a place where all of your happiness was defined by you being in that relationship. So now the tables have turned and you have the full power to decide what joy, happiness, and thriving means to you. That is extremely powerful. Comment below which one of these 5 truths resonated with you the most. Drop the number, I would love to know. And if you're on this journey, remember, you are not alone. If you have any question or you need any kind of support regarding this, my email will be somewhere in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you prefer social media, my DM on Instagram is always open. And I am at Gregory-jonah on all social media platforms. Feel free to drop me a DM. I'll be more than happy to read and hear from you. I hope you find this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with somebody who needs to hear this message, and also don't forget to subscribe for more videos on intentional living, thriving, growth, and real conversations on healing. Because trust me, your best chapter is still ahead. I'll see you in my next one.